think 5 o'clock people will watch it by 4 o'clock because they're not off work yet and stuff.
Yes.
Mhm.
So this will
Yeah.
This is fun.
You look so fallish. You look cute.
Oh, thank you. You look like
Nails and all.
Christmas.
I do. I look like
Yes. I should have on some red so I can look like Christmas too. But
I
pink
know.
works.
They're throwing on a sweater. Yeah. When I saw some of the holiday questions, I'm like, I should probably dress like Christmas.
I
We'll
think
talk a little bit about cozy and holidays.
you channel the holidays so well. So we'll give you a chance to like ease into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is my color, remember?
That's your, oh, yes, yes. Well, it's my color too. I love that green. So, yeah, but it all works so well.
I like it.
My Christmas dress a couple years ago for a party was this color.
That's right. That's right. Well, we are live on Facebook, and of course, because you know I am who I am, I have to usher us in with some music, and I figured what a better song than this one. So hopefully the folks will be able to hear a little bit of it. And Flo Rida, forgive me for using your music for a minute.
Oh, that's welcome to my house. That's awesome.
Okay, together. Welcome to my house.
That's too cute. I love it.
Yes.
Welcome to my house. I mean, it's appropriate.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So one day I'll have my own copyright to the songs, but for now I'll just borrow from other people. Thank you so much, Mr. Flo Rida. So welcome everyone to our Family Strong Conversations. I'm super excited, and we are talking about all things home. And you know, some might ask, well, what does that have to do with Family Strong? It has everything to do with it, because in order for our families to be strong, we need for them to have an environment that feels secure and stable. And I know that I have the amazing and right person to be able to talk about our home environments, because not only does she have a beautiful home herself, she embodies this in her work as well. So I will introduce my guest in a minute. But as people come on board, I'm just going to take a quick look here to see exactly what it is I wrote about. Of course, it would have been really helpful for me to have this on hand before, but here we go. So in it, I talk about the wellness as it relates to all of the stuff that we allow into our environment, you know, whether it's noise or toxins or things along those lines. But I think it also talks about the beauty that we can bring into our home. And so I wrote this: whether you live in a luxury home or a modest apartment, making your home a sacred space will contribute to your overall environmental health and wellness. Adding personal touches such as pictures of loved ones, fresh flowers, inspiring art that brings you joy, all of this will help you in creating this environment. And then I talked about an episode of an HGTV show where the designer took the couple's wedding vows and actually turned it into a mural for their bedroom. And I thought, what a special touch, right? To be able to personalize the space. So, you know, as I was writing this chapter or this particular section, I always talk about having these avatars, so people that I know that create these spaces that embody and represent some of these feelings that I had when talking about the home environment. And you were one of those people for me, because I think about in your home how you have all those pictures of your family. And that's always something that I remember about at every one of the homes that you've been in. Family was something that was super important to you. So with all that said, because I can keep talking and I haven't introduced you yet to the group, to the audience. So everyone, please help me to welcome my friend and interior designer extraordinaire, future HGTV show host and designer, Miss Poonam, but we call her Pam Moore of Poonam's by Design. Welcome, Pam.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm super excited to to have you on to share the things that I believe that you have been naturally gifted with. And this is also special because a year and change ago, when I was launching this book, you were gracious enough to host the book signing in your beautiful showroom. Yes. So it's a full circle-ish kind of moment.
It is. It is a full circle moment for both of us.
Exactly. Because things have grown so much with your story during this time, and of course, with the work that I'm doing. So for those who, either like me, I'm a super fan of HGTV, and I think in my head that I'm an interior designer, or they're just curious about it because they like flipping through the pages. What does this mean to you to be able to design homes? Tell us that, and also a little bit about your journey to how you got to the place where you are now.
Oh, well, the journey, I guess I'll start at the beginning.
Yes.
But I've always wanted to do this even as a little girl. So I started right out of high school. I went right into an internship and right into college for this, and I've been doing it since. And I'm only like 29 now, right?
Yeah,
so,
right. Still a baby. So you started when you were 2, yes?
When I was 2,
Yeah.
but yes, so no, it's been something I've always wanted to do. Very passionate about it. I had a lot of amazing people that came along that pulled me, up and taught me things and guided me along and got me to where I'm at. So there was a lot of, like a big team effort to get, my husband, my kids, everybody had to be on board for this. So it was a lot of hard work, and it's still a lot of hard work. And I've got an amazing crew here that works really, really hard as well. So this is a big thing that we're doing here. So it's what I do. It's what I love to do. It's my passion.
I love that. And you've alluded to it, but tell folks, and we'll do a tour of the space, but tell folks a little bit more about your space and what it is you want to accomplish through that space.
Oh, sure. So right now we're actually live from our showroom. We have a full design showroom. It's a design remodel showroom as well, actually. It's a 5,000 square foot showroom. We're located at Southlands Mall and in Aurora, and we offer home furnishings, home goods of all kinds that is ready for procurement and delivery, or if you want to come grab it yourself. It's just a full fun showroom. We have lots of things we can special order. We do custom furnishings, or just store-bought, like just regular furnishings. We do window treatments, and we do custom drapery. We also do we're a full design build firm. So I am actually a general contractor in all the Denver metro cities. And we do remodeling, we do kitchens, baths, basements, whole house, with several whole house projects right now that we're doing. But what we do is we help you design, procure, pull permits, install, all the way turnkey, all the way from beginning to end. So we don't leave the project at all. Some designers just design and then hand it over to the clients, and the clients have to find contractors. In our case, you don't have to do any of that. It's just kind of a one-stop shop. So we do anything from staging, decorating, to remodeling, to big jobs, small jobs, just window treatments, just staging, whatever you need. Anything home is what we do here.
So nothing is too small. And I'm just like, oh, aha moment. I had no idea that you were also a general contractor. You held your general contracting license. That's huge.
It's huge because it gives us the power then to control the project from beginning to end. And all of our trades, all of our workers, everybody, the wonderful team of people that work with us or for us is our in-home contractors. So we have 44 amazing gentlemen and women that work for us, that build these spaces out for us. And they're fantastic. So we're a pretty nice, big, cool team. It's a big family, actually. And that's how we make all of these amazing spaces come to life.
Shout out to you, 44 team members helping to make the vision come to life. I won't even say how old you are, but shout out to you for making it happen.
Yeah, thank you. It's a great team. It's a great team. We've got a really amazing team in the showroom of awesome designers and design assistants, and we've just got a really good team. So it really does depend on a successful project, small or big. It is all about the people that network it. I can't do it by myself. And
no, we've already talked about that, nor can you, or should you
No.
do it by yourself.
No.
Yes, you have to have a team.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that I mentioned before is that I've always admired is that you place a huge premium and stock on creating your own living environment that just exudes family and warmth and all of this good juju energy. And I talked about the pictures on the wall, but
Yes.
tell me more about what do you do or what have you done to create an environment in your home that brings you peace and joy?
Well, I think mine, for me and for most people, it's colors. It is pictures of family and friends that are on the walls and on the tabletops. Memories are always really a lovely thing to add into your home. It's a personal touch that nobody else can replicate, right? A jar or a vase or something, everybody can buy and replicate. But your family memories and your family moments and things that are precious to you, heirloom pieces, things like that, I think create space, create your home. So I think what's important is that when you go to do your home, to decorate your home, just like I did with my own personal home, I've chose colors that speak to me, that speak to peace to me, because my home is my sanctuary. It's my downtime. It's where I zen and collect and rest. And most people's homes is that they rest there, they exercise there, they find their center there. Their spiritual moments are in their homes, their loved ones are in their homes. So I think it's when you're creating your home, it needs to just feel what is best for you. So when I created my home, my space, I surrounded myself with things that made me feel good. So what made me feel like I was in a peaceful place where I could be myself. So it is a collection of things that I love, and it's a collection of things and colors that speak to me. So that's basically, I think, how you make home. And I do that with every client. So none of our clients have the same home as the next client. We try
a cookie cutter. That's so good. And as you were talking though, I'm like, it's more than just you in that home though.
Yeah.
So my brother, your husband, how do you two, because one of the things I love when watching design shows is seeing how the two partners, whatever that may be, mesh their two styles together. Has that been easy for you all, or what does that look like?
Hello. So yeah.
Wait. Before you answer that, will that create problems?
No, it's hard. No. No, we actually have come to terms on certain things that work for both of us. There are some similarities, but there are some things that I just absolutely have to have that he can care less about. But in most families, just like mine, and in any, we have tons of couples that we work with right now. I think we have like 35 active clients right now in the showroom. And every single couple, just like my husband and I, we're opposites. Everybody marries their opposite, right? So
Yes.
some like contemporary, some like traditional, some like French, some like, ultra chic, and so mid-century modern. So meshing two different people, two different styles, two different perspectives in a home actually is what creates the home to be pretty spectacular. So it's what makes design, or else anybody could do it, right? So it's getting into the psychology of the people you're working with. So yeah, my husband and I are a little bit of the opposite, but we do have some things we agree on, as far as comfort and things that we want to have in our home. And we come to eye to eye on things once we discuss it, just like all people do. So, but we are a little bit different from each other.
Yeah, and then there's also okay, you get to do this space, like you can do whatever you want in this space. Yeah. And I can do whatever I want.
I get the rest of the house.
That's right.
Yeah, his personality.
That's right. Oh, I love it. And one of the things too, we're talking about home, but I want people to recognize that home is a very generic term, because sometimes people equate home with a house, but home could be a temporary space, whether it's an apartment that you're renting, a mobile home that you're living in, or a small tiny home. What tips or what would you suggest for someone who's renting a space to create a space that feels personal to them, especially when you're renting, because it can feel so cold and sterile. You know, we're renting right now and it's just like, I'm going to put color on the wall, but it's too much hassle. So what would you suggest? What's that?
Absolutely. It's funny
Yeah.
that I actually asked my assistant who's holding the camera right now for me, what would you do? And she's like, oh my God, I need help with this. So what I would do, I mean, we've worked with lots of people in apartments and lofts and things like that, you know, because it's where they have to be.
Yeah.
So, but it is very easy. We just did one actually for a 24-year-old in Arvada, and we did her home, and it's a rented home.
Yeah.
It's a rented apartment. It's absolutely adorable. It's a 1-bedroom, and her mother hired us to make home for her because her mother lives in Florida.
Yeah.
So this is actually a perfect question. So what we did for her was we added tons of beautiful artwork and color to the walls. We did a gallery wall of artwork that was really precious to her. And then we added some other really cool pieces to it. We did lots of pillows and throw blankets and nice big area rugs, you know, just to really cozy up the spaces for her. We also added mirrors, and you could do lots of really, really fun things on the walls without having to paint it.
Yeah.
So I think artwork and mirrors and things like that, even tapestry that has lots of really beautiful colors in it. If you're into color, that's a great way to bring it in and make it warm. Drapery is always the easiest way to home up an apartment, because and I would say go floor to ceiling, some nice, beautiful, long, gorgeous panels. Those holes are very, very easy to fill and fix before you move out. And then, yeah, just bedding, and just because it's an apartment doesn't mean it can't be home. So yeah, you decorate it and make it just the same as if it was a house.
That's right. And I'm so glad you said that too, because, you know, I think oftentimes we do get caught up in, oh, I don't know, or I'm not going to be here that long, but you still want it to feel personal to you.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, because you use the word cozy.
Yeah.
And as the weather is starting to get a little cozy, at least here in Colorado and around the country, except for places like Florida and Arizona and California. But for the rest of us, it's starting to get a little cool. And you know, I've shared with you that winter is not my favorite season at all, but I'm dragging to try to embrace it. But let me start first with cozying up a space, because I do like that term and that word. What tips or suggestions would you have to give to someone as we transition from summer to fall to winter to start cozying up their environment? Yeah.
Right. Well, there's many ways to cozy up your space. I mean, we typically do lots of throw blankets, and pillows are always a fun way to cozy up sofa areas and chairs and beds. So you could do mixed textures. We usually do lots of really soft pillows, and then we'll add in, you know, if you're into fur type pillows, just textures really, just velvets, things like that. You know, I think the heavier fabrics in your pillows can make a really big difference to cozy up a sofa for the holidays and for the winter. But we really do a lot of throw blankets and things like that. Just kind of drape it over your sofa or over a chair. Other ways too, you know, when you go into the holiday season, it's really easy to cozy up your space because you are also holiday decorating, and that creates that cozy space. Area rugs is a really great way to change the look and cozy up a space. Maybe a low pile in the summer, and then something kind of high pile and maybe shaggy, or, you know, just something very fun and soft under the feet for the winter. And rugs are easy because you can roll one up, put it into the storage room, and pull out another, and it changes the entire look. And then every few months you could roll out and switch it, and it totally changes the look and cozies up your space. So that's what I would do.
I love those tips because one, they sound really easy, and it's for people who don't like to see the same old thing all the time. It's quick to change them out. And it seems pretty affordable too, to buy some pillows and blankets.
Blankets, pillows, and rugs.
Yeah.
I mean, and we're just literally just switching out, you know, because in the summer, obviously we always want to thin everything out. It feels hot. But in the winter, we want to cozy it up. You just pull it out of
cabinet or a closet, and then you've got a whole new look.
Yes. Oh, okay, good. Blankets, pillows, and rugs. Oh my, okay. I have it, it's running in my head. So, I talked about the dreaded winter, and I'm going to stop saying that actually because our words have power, right? So
That's right. Don't dread the winter. There's
That's
lots
right.
of beautiful candles and fireplaces. So you're
I
be
will,
warm and cozy.
I will embrace the winter. I will embrace the winter. But for those people for some people, it's mental health concerns as well because of the fact of SAD. I think it's, I forget what the acronym is, but basically when the days start to become a little bit shorter and the sunlight is not as prominent as it once was, people start to feel the effect of that, of not having light, and it's so white out and just sometimes gray and the whole bit. Any thoughts about how to help someone who may be dealing with that, even if it's nothing like a mental diagnosis, but just someone who's like really sad when winter season approaches?
Yeah, so that's a big deal for a lot of people actually, because it does get dark early. And a lot of times people, by the time they leave work, it's dark, right? So their daylight's cut short. They're working in offices. So during sunlight hours, they're already in a dark space, with artificial lighting, and then they leave that, and then now they're leaving and to go home, and it's already time for like putting on PJs, right? That's what it feels like, at least. Even if it's at 5:30 in the evening or 6 in the evening, it already feels like midnight outside and it's cold.
Yes.
So I think interior design psychology is actually a really big deal, and there's actually a whole degree about this. And I did not specialize in it, but what I would do for myself, I think, is same thing. I think in the winter, lighting is key in your home. So, light bulbs, maybe a warm, beautiful white light bulb in all of your light fixtures and lamps. Candles, those candles can make a huge difference, in the way people feel. They can be scented to create mood. One of my favorite things in the winter is to do a fresh balsam smelling candle. I love the smell of a Christmas tree. So I stock up on balsam candles, and my house will, starting now, smell like Christmas trees all the way till January, because to me, winter, all I can think about is just beautiful, those trees that smell so wonderful in your home. So I usually surround myself with candles in the rooms, and I light them when I get home. It's almost like a ritual. I come home, certain lamps and lights go on, and the candles get lit, and it creates atmosphere. And I think it helps with mood. If you stay in a dark space and you turn on a TV and then that's all you're doing, and that's kind of going to be your mood. So I think just to cheer yourself up, I think you need to make sure that even the lumens in your light bulb can make a difference in your mood. So I think, the little things like that can really change how you feel when you get home and not feel so kind of drabby and depressed.
Yes, yeah. I love that. That's super helpful. And I know we've kind of alluded to the holidays, and, poor Halloween and Thanksgiving, they don't get a lot of love. It's like, let's just go straight to the scent of Christmas candles.
Yeah. Oh, I have pumpkins out with my scented Christmas candles.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. All things pumpkin spice. Yes. But yes, I see the miniature Christmas tree in the background. And then of course we have that pillow, which I believe has some Christmas-y elements.
Yes, it says joy, hope, love.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Well, and I know there are going to be some things around your shop, but are there things that you do specifically for the holidays? Are you the all, decked out with the lights and with the trees, 10 different trees, or is it a more, I guess, a streamlined Christmas for you? I think I already know the answer, but tell me how you approach your holiday decorating.
Well, I approach it hard, strong. My house is Christmas. I even have a Christmas tree in my bedroom.
Okay.
I do. I do. I am the girl with a bunch of trees. I actually only have 3 okay, never mind, 4 trees in my home. I have one in my home office. Katie is smiling over here. I have one in my bedroom. I have one, a big one in my living room. I have one in my office because I spend a lot of time in my office. And I also have one in my basement because that's where all of the fun is in the evenings and in the weekends. So I do have a bunch of Christmas trees, but when we decorate, we do go all out, outside and inside. And we just try to make the spaces that we're going to be in the most pretty special and fun. So I do decorate my home office because that's where I'm at all day long. If I'm not out with clients, I'm working in my office, you know, for hours at a time on the computer. So I bring in the little bit of holiday joy into there because that's kind of the box that I'm going to be sitting in for a while.
That's right.
So, and same thing in my room. A lot of times, you know, in the evenings, I'm exhausted and I'm ready to go up. And have a little holiday cheer in the bedroom. And, you know, I think bedding and things like that can make a really big difference. Kind of give you the little bit of the holiday spirit in your kind of secondary spaces is what I call it. Most people just decorate their main living room and their main staircase and that's it. I started off that way, but I decided I was going to move the decorations around with the rooms I use the most, actually. And so I spread it out a little bit. So
Spread the Christmas cheer.
Spread Christmas
love.
cheer.
Yes.
Yeah, I do all of the main rooms I'm in the most now, so that I can actually see it everywhere, not just in the living room.
We'll have to do another live once the home is decorated.
Yes, give it a couple weeks and it'll be decorated.
Yeah, I know, right?
It will be. It will be.
That's right. With everything else. Well, I know we have kind of talked about some of the stuff in your showroom, but I really would love if you are able to share some of the pieces, Christmas pieces or other pieces, so that people can get a sense of some of the items that you have in your store.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we do have some Christmas pieces out, but we haven't quite transitioned yet to Christmas. On Monday, it'll be completely Christmas, but we do here, what we've done is we've actually done a lot of crafting ourselves.
Nice.
And we've crafted some really fun things. And then we have some handmade items that we've also ordered from other vendors. So it will be completely turned over to Christmas, but we will show you a couple of pieces here. I'll have Katie walk with me and then I will show you a couple that we've crafted and some pieces that we've actually just procured. And then you can take a look at the showroom at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Well, let's do a quick tour.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Katie pan around a little bit and kind of show you. We're looking out this way. We do have light fixtures and furnishings and accessories and all kinds of other really, really cool things to pick from. And everything is for sale and we can order anything to your liking.
And let me just say this too, Pam, is that so many items in your store are so unique. When you talk about cookie cutter and kind of putting your own stamp to your home environment, so many of the things that you have are just special. You don't see them everywhere.
Well, thank you. That's what we want. We actually handpicked this stuff. Katie just got done handpicking some lights and things that we're ordering, but yes, we do. We actually put hours into finding these things for the store so that they are unique and different and not something that somebody can just go buy anywhere.
Right.
And then there's I have one little reindeer out right now. This is one of our handcrafted. We actually, all of us designers get together every year and we actually craft all of our Christmas decorations that come out for sale. So
let me ask you a quick question. In terms of easeability to creating that craft, is that a beginner, intermediate, or advanced level?
This, to me, it's beginner. It's beginner, but yeah, it's beginner. It's not advanced. But you know, if you're not craftsy, then it could be advanced.
Right.
But you know, this is a bunch of designers that work here. We're all very craftsy people.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we have, I'll show you a couple of other pieces. So we have our cool reindeer that we just got. This actually came from a vendor of ours and it's handmade and handcrafted and he's actually quite tall. He and I are about the same size. And
wow.
Yeah, he's very, very cool. So
He's
we do have,
adorable.
is he adorable? Yeah, he's super, super adorable. So we have stuff like that that's handmade by some other craftsmen, and we've, procured it for the store for everybody else to enjoy. But
Yeah.
yeah, we do. We have so we'll have a ton of really, really awesome handcrafted items out. We still have a lot of our fall decorations out for sale, but yeah, this store will be completely turned over here in a little bit with lots of Christmas crafts. So
I mean, it's amazing. It's a beautiful space, a
you can
beautiful
imagine.
spirit that you are. I know. He's like, hey, you'll have to give him a name.
Yeah, and he'll get purchased and then we'll be sad.
I know. And he's one of a kind. So there it is.
He's adorable.
Yeah. Well, as we begin to wrap up, please let folks know. I know you said you were in Southlands Mall and it's Aurora, Colorado, for people who might not be in Colorado, but give the exact address too.
Sure. So you can find us at Southlands Mall at 6290 South Main Street. And if you're at Southlands Mall in Aurora, we're actually located right next to the Lazy Dog restaurant at the top of the mall by the main entrance. And we're open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 7 p.m. Actually, Saturdays we close at 6.
Okay.
But on Sundays we are closed because Sundays is for families, not for sale.
There
And
you
then
go.
we don't do Sundays. And then we let's see. And then you can find us online as well at poonamsbydesign.com. That's POONAMSBYDESIGN and then .com. And we do actually have a lot of our products for sale at the website as well, in case you live out of state or out of town. We could try to get things to you in other ways. And we're also sell on Facebook and Google Live. So we have some merchandise available for sale on Facebook and on Google.
Very cool. Oh, and a quick phone number?
720-274-5620.
I love it. Well, this is awesome. I'm so appreciative of, first, for you coming on to talk about, a topic that I know is near and dear to you. And I'm sure a lot of people recognize that no matter what their home looks like, whether, again, it's a luxury mansion or something a little bit more modest, that they should take it upon themselves, or if they live by themselves, or if they have a huge family, they should still create spaces that speak to them and bring life,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is home after all. And what COVID taught us is home is where it was, right? That's where we all had to gather. That's where we all had to stay. That's where we all had to work out. That's where we all had to work and go to school and everything else. We have to fully function in our homes, big or small. So yeah, it is the most important space in your life.
I couldn't have said it better. It's the most important space in your life. So absolutely. I want to thank you again, Katie, behind the camera. Thank you so much. Serving as a camera person. And she is more than that. Of course, she is Pam's design assistant, one of the many folks on the team that help to create these incredible spaces for people around the state and beyond. So good for you guys. And I just want to say also for everyone that if you have not ordered the book yet, I know Pam was so generous to even carry the books in her store for a period of time. So thank you for that.
Welcome.
Be sure to get your copy of the book, Family Strong, 7 Gifts for a Lasting Legacy, at familylegacystrong.com. And I can't wait to see what, the holidays bring for the shop and for all of you who are watching. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Pam. And until the next time, yes, keep your families strong, keep them close. And remember, your home is your sanctuary. So love it and enjoy it. All right, we are going to sign off on Facebook.